Hi, I'm Ben, and this is a YouTube video about one of the uses of a Plains Indian medicine known as purple coneflower, um, or Ecinacia is its common name. Just a regular purple coneflower. This is what it looks like, if you can see that. Just kind of Echinacea. And this is found pretty much everywhere now because it's considered a garden variety herb. It's naturally found towards the east coast of North America and throughout the central plains. And today we're going to be talking about this part, the actual cone. And this one is a mature cone right here, because it stands out like that as opposed to this one that's still forming. And so, again, this is a Lakota medicine. And one thing you have to understand about purple coneflower or Echinacea is that different parts of the plant have different chemical makeups, so they're used for different things. So you wouldn't necessarily use the root or the leaves for the same thing that you would use the seed cone for. So basically, what I'm going to show you here is the inside of the seed cone. Just try and hold it up for you. You can see that these right here are all of the seeds. Just pull some out there, right there. And what you do with these is just throw them into a mortar and pestle. If you don't know what a mortar pestle is, it's just this kind of stone bowl and then stone stick, kind of, and you just mash those up a little bit like that. And what we're going to do is make a tea out of this stuff. And the reason you don't really have to crush it or grind it into a fine anything, powder or anything like that, but you just kind of mash it up to break up the seed a little bit, so that when you're steeping the tea, it's easier to steep and gets more medicine infused into the water. And so you just kind of distress the plant a little bit and break it in there. And what this is basically used for is like a stimulant to your immune system. It's kind of the equivalent of like nitrous oxide for a car. It'll really stimulate your immune system, if you use it correctly, and allow you to kind of fight off the common cold, or a nasal infection a little bit better, just by stimulating your own body's ability to fight off disease. And so, and that's just one way that this plant is used. It's not like any kind of secret knowledge or anything like that. A lot of people know how coneflower is used, and just a distinction in that kind of setting in my culture, in Sioux culture, Lakota culture. A person that would be like a pharmacologist would be called like a pejuta wichasha. So pejuta would be the word for like a pharma type medicine, like a plant medicine, or something that comes from an animal that you would ingest that has a medicinal quality. So it's medicine in terms of being used in context to refer to Native American medicine is a European word. It's a white man's word that doesn't really express everything that medicine is in my culture. So plant medicine, well, it's really revered or kind of mystified in today's culture, and is often what people think of when they think about medicine in today's society. In regards to Indians, they're thinking, about pejuta, which is just plant medicine, which is not really that big of a deal in terms of medicine. There's lots of different types of medicines that don't come from plants, that aren't ingested, that are more like of a spiritual variety, and that's not what we're talking about today. A lot of this stuff is passed down through families of just, your basic cures for the common cold, things for different natural ailments, and so that's what we're dealing with today. It's real simple. It's like, you know, it's like a, Tylenol or some type of thing like that. Only the natural variety. And so me specifically, just to let you know, I'm not any type of medicine person or anything like that. This is just stuff that was shown to me from my relatives, and I wanted to make it available to other people and other Indian people out there, as an alternative to going and seeing a doctor. Well, not really an alternative to going and seeing a doctor. I don't have anything against Western medicine at all. But, just something that you can do if you feel a cold coming on. You can crush some of these. And so you can kind of see in here, it's all crushed up like that. And so I'm going to take these seeds and put them in a tea ball and put them in some warm water or some boiling water, and then cover the top of the tea ball. And what that does is cover the top of the teacup, like with a lid or something like that, while it's steeping. And what that does is it helps trap the medicine instead of steaming off. It keeps the essential oils from steaming off, so you get that benefit when you drink it. And that's just a real basic thing. You might see other YouTubes of mine about Lakota culture. And again, these are like my viewpoints that I'm expressing here, and that's it. So if that's helpful to you, great. I'm really glad that I could share something like this. And yeah, so that's it. And then you drink it, you might notice like a tingly feeling on your tongue, and it just might get just a little bit numb, and that's perfectly natural. You don't have to worry about that at all. It's just the medicine kind of taking effect after a few seconds, and the tea's actually pretty tasty and kind of enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll probably post different things about basic plant medicines, nothing too heavy, but yeah, so thanks. All right.